It looks like somebody had a tall glass of haterade before they went out.
I be sipping on haterade, yeah. It tastes like lemonade, yeah.
Y'all check this video out. We'll come back and talk about it.
My friend, she's like 4'1" or something like that. Y'all see her? She said 5'2". So we walking out and there's some guy. He's like maybe like 6'4" or something. I'm like 5'10", right? Okay, y'all got the context. So why would you talk to her when you got the model right here? I'm not trying to be a right?
For somebody who's not trying, you're doing a pretty good job.
She's pretty, right? But why are you talking to the short one when I'm right here? You walk past me first.
Let me take a guess at this. He don't like you, man.
You say I'm talking about, like, why are you doing that? And I don't know. It just it confuses me because, like, why are you doing that?
Now, I know this word is a little weird. I know you women are not used to men saying it, but it's called preferences. Now, I know it's normal with everybody else, but with men, it's a little confusing.
Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? Do I sound ridiculous, or it doesn't make sense to me? So you saw the pretty 5'10" girl, right? 5'10", your height, right? And then you saw the, what'd she say, 5'2"? 5'2". You saw the 5'2" one, right? And you said, let me talk to the 5'2" so I can have short sons.
You really think that's what a man is thinking about when he's trying to holler at a chick? Lady, when a man is rolling up on you trying to get your phone number, he is not thinking about the day when he's gonna hold his baby in the air. He is just focusing on how to get your legs in the air.
So I can have non-athletic sons, right? I don't want a son that's gonna be athletic, right? Why? Like, so who?
You're my cousin, bitch.
So why would you talk to the 5'2" girl who's not gonna give you athletic sons? Like, that's weird business to me. Like, why would you do that? So can y'all answer that? Like, the guys that's like 6'2" and 3. Why would y'all talk to somebody that's like 5'2" when y'all saw somebody that's like 5'10" and that could give you sons? Give you sons.
Go. Get the car.
That can put them in the NFL or NBA or whatever the whatever. Why?
I've seen a lot of videos with women hating on other women, but this has to be up there with the best of them. She is straight up hating on short girls getting love from tall dudes. Now, yes, it would make sense for a taller dude to go after a taller girl, but lady, that's just not how this world works. Just like there's a lot of big girls out there who won't date a big guy, and vice versa. I don't know what to tell you. There are men out there who prefer shorter girls, the same way there are some women who prefer taller guys. It's just what it is. You can't get mad at this man because you ain't his type. Like I said earlier, men are not allowed to have preferences. We're supposed to like whatever y'all want us to like. It is okay for somebody not to like you. Why would you want a man who is not feeling you to come talk to you just because? Who would want that anyway? You would want him to go talk to your friend if that's what he wanted, because you said he walked right by you. Now, if he didn't see you and then he talked to your girlfriend, then you can say something, but he walked right by you. You were standing right there. That means he don't like you, ma'am. That's what that means. And it is okay. There will be a man out there who will see you and he'll be feeling you right off the rip. But I have to tell you, with those gold teeth in your mouth, you're probably going to attract a certain type of dude.
Them boys from the south got goals in their mouth.
And then you threw out there about having tall boys and him making it to the NBA or NFL. Yeah, that's all well and good, but honestly, A lot of men don't think about that when they're looking for a girl or a wife. That's just not on the top of their list. I know a lot of women think about that, but a lot of men don't necessarily think about that. Just accept the fact that that man didn't want you. And this is coming from a man who is taller. And if I would have seen two women, one was 5'10 and one was 5'2, I would have probably said something to the girl who was 5'10. So there are a bunch of men out there like myself who will go for the tall girl. So you just have to wait on them. So stop hating on your girlfriend and just enjoy life.
I have a message for the men who are watching me. I only have 10 words for you, and that's it. Don't let a piece of tail take you to hell.
I say amen to that.
Real talk. There are too many good women out there for you to be dealing with one of these raggedy ones just because she got that wop. I know it's hard to resist, but you gotta be strong, because if you go up in the wrong guts, she gonna drive you nuts.
Ain't that the truth, son?
Let me be clear. I don't care what women want to do with their bodies. Okay, this lady got a nice body and she into yoga, so that makes sense for her to post this type of content. So we're not getting into that. The issue I have is, let's not play dumb here. Okay, you're posting a video. You are mostly naked. You're in a position that, although it's yoga and it's stretching, it's also a little sexual. Like, let's call it what it is. And then you have the nerve in your caption to have a disclaimer. So you didn't know that when you decided to come on the internet half naked, that people, men especially, were going to have a reaction to you? Huh? And before you girls want to come into the comments, I'm not talking about any kind of violent act happening because of what someone wears. This has nothing to do with that, because y'all love bringing that up. I'm simply speaking about the fact that you present yourself in a way that can also be looked upon sexually, and then be mad about someone looking at you sexually. Because the fact of the matter is, she could have done everything she did in that video and had on yoga leggings and had on a yoga top. And that's not the decision that she made. I respect a woman that will come on this internet and post a thirst trap and admit that, yes, baby, I am posting a thirst trap for whatever the reason is. The rest of y'all know exactly what your intentions are, or you're fully aware of what the outcome could be based on your actions, and then you get mad at the outcome. Stay safe.
Oh, she know what she doing with them low ass shorts on. She know we be looking.
So many women do this and they act like they don't know what's going on, just like Miss Parker, and then they're confused when they get the type of responses that they get. Now, I get it. It's gonna be hard hiding those two Christmas hams she got sitting right there. But knowing you have all that going on back there, it didn't stop you from posting that on social media. You already know what that's gonna do. The lady in the video said that you could have put on some yoga pants and a yoga top to cover it up. And she's correct. It wouldn't have been as bad. But even with the yoga clothes on, because of how she's built, it still would have drew some attention, because it's a sexual pose. I know it's a yoga pose to you, but that ain't how men see it.
Lord have mercy.
Now, I've seen other women online doing that pose, and it doesn't bother anybody, but in a lot of those situations, they're wearing more clothes and they're not built the way she's built. That plays a big part in it, how you are built. And she understands that. She's not stupid. She knows what that looks like to us. So something like that, you can probably share to your yoga class or your yoga group in your group chat or something. You put that on social media, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. So you might as well save that disclaimer. The men are going to be in your DMs and the men are going to be in your comments. I always say there's women out there who like attention just so they can turn it down. She might be one of those people, maybe she's not. Like the young lady said, I respect this so much more when someone comes online and they just say, I'm thirst trapping. They don't have to say it, but it's very clear they're thirst trapping. I respect that. You know what you're doing, we all know what you're doing, so whatever happens, happens. But you're not sitting up here acting like you didn't do what you just did. It's like that man who posts a picture with a bunch of money all laid out on his bed, or he posts a picture of his Ferrari or his Lamborghini or something, and then he's mad when the women are in his inbox or in his comments with their Cash App or asking him for money. It doesn't matter why you're posting that stuff. You know what kind of response you're gonna get when you're posted. So unless you're okay with those responses, don't post it. It is what it is. I bet there's a man in her inbox right now asking her to come to his city to teach a yoga class. And when she asks how many people are gonna be there, he's like, there's a bunch of other men in there too, asking all these questions about yoga, the history of yoga, knowing damn well they don't care about yoga and don't want to know about yoga. I say all that to say, if you don't like that type of energy on social media, don't post stuff like that. It's very simple. Like my man Little John in the Youngblood said,
Don't start no must be no. Don't start no must be no.
Y'all, why do men just sit in the car when they pull up to the house? Like, what do y'all be doing? Pulled up 17 minutes ago, parked, engine cut off, and you still there. Sir, come on inside. Just come inside. Are you decompressing? Are you hiding? What are you hiding from? You ain't come here talking about, I just needed a minute. Sir, you took a whole lunch break outside. Like, whatever y'all got going on in those parked cars, I just know it's powerful. Sometimes the seatbelt still be on, like y'all about to drive back off. I'm gonna let y'all sit in the car, but we just want to know what y'all was doing.
You want answers! I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Now, I can't speak for all men, but I know when I've been in that situation, it was a couple different things going on. But the main reason normally boils down to I am mentally preparing myself for whatever is going on in that house. It could be family members staying over, it could be my kids, it could be my wife. Whatever that is, I am mentally preparing to deal with it. So you have to understand, when you're sitting in that car, that is the only moment of peace for some men. Because when you're driving home, that's not peaceful either. You're dealing with traffic, you're dealing with people driving stupid. So you still don't have that moment of peace. When you stop, you park your car, you turn it off, that is a moment of peace. If a man can go in his house and walk into a peaceful environment, he normally wouldn't have to sit in his car. In most situations, I cannot say all, he is doing it because he knows once he goes in that house, he will no longer have peace. Like in the video, the young lady said, "What are you running from?" Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're the only one in the house, you. Okay, he's running from you. I'm just giving you the truth. I am not saying this is every situation. I am saying in my experience, it is because he knows once he walks in that door, all hell's gonna break loose and he cannot get that moment of peace in his home, so he gets it in his car. The fact is, there are a lot of men dealing with a lot throughout their day, from work, their home life. They have a lot going on, but a lot of us don't show it, so people think everything is fine. But most of us are dealing with a lot. And to be honest with you, our boss don't care about it. In a lot of these situations, our wives don't care about it. Your kids definitely don't care about it. So the car is one place where you can sit there by yourself and just process whatever's going on. And once you process it, you can push forward and keep things moving in the right direction. Now, I will say, if your man is sitting in the car with his seatbelt on, either two things is going on. He just forgot to take his seatbelt off, or he's sitting up there really contemplating just pulling off and never coming home again. You know how back in the day, you just say you're going to get some milk and you never see him again? Well, he's thinking about doing that, but then once he checks his bank balance, he realizes he can't afford to do it, so he just comes in the house. I'm hoping it's the first one, but who knows? I am pretty sure there are a bunch of other reasons why this happens. I'm just telling you why I've done it. I definitely want to hear what the men have to say on this one.
So I just finished having dinner. I took myself to Applebee's. And so when I was done, I got the bill, and you know, I'm just looking around my surroundings. I look to the left, I see a black man with a white woman. I look to the right, I see a black man with a white woman. What do I see? What do I notice all at the bar? Single black women. I'm just wondering, have black men like totally given up on black women?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it with my chest. No, we have not given up on black women. Of course, there are some black men who want nothing to do with you, but as a whole, we have not given up on black women. I come on here all the time and say I wouldn't want to spend my life with anything but a black woman. And there are plenty of men out there like myself. But the fact is, there are men out there who want nothing to do with you. And one of the reasons some of these men feel that way is because how black women are represented. There are some horrible black women out here, but I just know there are some great ones out there on the other side. Black men marry black women at a very high percentage. So it isn't that black men don't want to be with you. It is just the bad ones are so out of control. You got the Shira 7s out there. All these gold digging, begging, ratchet black women out there make it so much harder for the good ones. I come online every day and I share videos of women of all races talking crazy, saying crazy stuff, and I debunk a lot of it. But I have made videos specifically for black women, but a lot of them will not listen to it. And the reason why is because a lot of black women won't listen to anybody. There's nobody who can tell them what's wrong. There's nobody out there who can tell them that they need to change certain aspects of them. Not too long ago, Claire Huxtable, that's right, Felicia Rashad, went on the Breakfast Club and said she wished women would just dress a little more modest. She said it in a kind way. She said it in a sweet way. None of that mattered. These women did not like that. They actually came for Claire Huxtable. This is a post I seen on my girl, the Queen of Accountability page. And if you've never been to her page, trust me, her name holds true. But this little girl here has something to say about it. It's just what it is. It doesn't matter who say it, how they say it. Some of these women don't want to listen to anybody. They want to do what they want to do. One of my favorite creators is called Just a Girl. She's on TikTok. She's always talking to black women about how they are and how they move. They can't stand this woman. And there's a bunch of other creators out there the same way. If they come on here and tell them the truth about themselves, themselves, they don't like them. This is why I get DMs about I don't like black women, and that's the furthest from the truth. We want y'all to be better, we want y'all to do better, but the men who have given up, they're just past that stage. They don't want to deal with you no more, and that's just what it is. There are black men out there who still want you, who still believe in you. We just want to see black women doing better, making better decisions. I just want these women to start looking at the world through a different lens. That is all I'm hoping for, and I believe that's the same for a lot of these creators out here who come online saying some of the stuff they say. There is a difference between telling the truth about black women and bashing black women. I always say that. There are men out there who bash them, straight up, but I don't bash black women. I tell the truth about them. So if you are offended by what I'm saying, it's most likely because you feel like I'm talking to you, when the fact is I'm only talking to the women who are doing those things that I'm talking about. And like they always say, hit dogs holler. This next generation of black women who are led by Sexy Red and Cardi B, I'm worried about them. I am, because it's not looking good. Because if you think there are some black men running from them now, it's going to be a lot more later if things do not change. I'm just being honest. But to answer your question, no, we haven't given up on black women. We still love black women. We just want y'all to do better. That's it. And I know there will be some black women out there who will hear this video and the first thing they're going to think of is, what about the black man? What about black men? I always say black men have things we got to work out too. But like my man Chuck D said,
One day, the brothers gonna work it out.
we gonna work it out. But in this video, we're talking about y'all. And I also want to say that every time I come on here and I say, I only want to be with a black woman, I believe when I say that a lot of people think of the worst black women. But when I'm saying that, I'm only talking and thinking about the best black women out there. The ones who are trying to get it right. They're doing things the right way. They do have respect for themselves. They love who they are. They love their history. They love us just as much as we love them. To those black women, I just want to say,
You all appreciate it.
leave your thoughts in the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.